Okay, one of the big major goals of Chassidut is to make the Torah alive, to show that everything that is in the Torah and in Judaism, it's not just something that happened long ago. It is something that happened long ago, but not just what happened long ago in history, and that we and Jews have a obligation to our forefathers and an obligation to the religion and to our heritage to continue the heritage that our forefathers began. And because of the great codifiers of the Talmud that they established. So Judaism is much, much more than that. Judaism, the point of Chassidic teachings is to show that everything that is mentioned in the Torah and all the holidays are because of, in addition to something that was in the past, something that's happening right now. Right now. Happening every single moment. Happening every moment. Brand new. One example is the holiday of Shavuot. In a little more than a week, there's going to be the holiday of Shavuot, the holiday when the Torah was given. The Torah was given to the Jews as of this class 3,331 years ago. But it's still the Torah. The Torah is still holy and it's still really amazing. What was the Torah here? אבל אני מעדיף שתאכל לפני שתיכנס לשיעור. תאכל ראשון ואז תבוא לשיעור. בסדר? זה בסדר. תודה. כן, תתור ידיים תאכל. So therefore, everything that happens, one thing that's happening this year before we celebrate the holiday of Shavuot when the Torah was given is that we read Parshat Bamidbar, which Parshat Bamidbar is talking about how the Jews were counted in the desert. So somehow or other, the Jews being counted in the desert has an importance to receiving the Torah. In addition to the fact that, in fact, the Jews were counted in the desert before they received the Torah. But why? I mean, God knows the number of the Jews. He didn't have to have them counted. What was so important about that we should count the Jews? Why? So you can say, what do you care? I mean, just God told us to do it, so we do it. That's what Chassidut is trying to avoid. To tell you that we just do the commandments because God said, and don't think into it, and don't think what God is, and don't think about it. You just do it. Do it. Chassidut comes to teach us that that's true. You have to do the commandments because God commanded, and you really can't understand God. But it is another commandment to try to understand God as much as possible and to love God. And also, when you're doing the commandments, you're supposed to be happy when you do the commandments. It's called Simcha Shel Mitzvah. Yismach Yisrael b'ma'asav. The Jewish people should be happy in their deeds when they serve God. So what's the importance? Says the Rebbe, the importance of counting. What is the importance of counting? When a thing is counted, its importance is expressed in the physical world. Could be that a person is very, very important, but once he is counted, that number achieves an importance in the physical world is important. And therefore the Jewish people were counted because the purpose of the Jewish people is to show God's will in this world. Show that every detail of the world is tremendously important. Maybe we don't understand what it is, but it is. And that the world is a creation of the Creator. And it should make us tremendously happy to serve the Creator in any way. To do what it says in the Torah. And that's really the essence of the Torah. As soon as the Jewish people stop feeling that, the Torah is tremendously important. And the Torah is the inner will of God. And that when a person learns the Torah, it actually improves the world, makes the whole world a better place. And that's our job. If a Jew does not feel that, then he leaves Judaism. It becomes less and less and less meaningful unless he happens to be a religious person by nature or he loves the group or something like that. or he hasn't got the courage just to, get up and leave, so he'll just leave Judaism. It just becomes a bunch of empty rituals. But if a person feels the truth that the Torah really is the inner will of the creator of the universe who's creating us, then every commandment becomes tremendously happy. And even more, we have to express this in the world and not be affected by what people around us think. It's a very great impulse by people that they want people to like them. People want others to approve of what they do. Even President Trump. Everyone thinks about other people liking them, approving of them, not rejecting them, not making fun of them. Very, very important to people's personality. Sometimes this can be a very, very big stumbling block. You see somebody doing something wrong, but you don't want to say anything because you're afraid maybe he won't like you afterwards, maybe he'll tell on you, maybe he won't be your friend. You see everybody doing something wrong. You don't want to open up your mouth because, maybe you'll be laughed at and maybe you'll be scoffed at. Of course, you have to say things in a pleasant way. That's the importance of being counted. When the Jews are counted, their importance comes into the world. It becomes something that's real. When you are counted, it means that you have an obligation to change the world. You see something wrong, don't make yourself into a zero.
Is this related to your idea if you see something, say something?
Very good. See something, say something. You have to know how to say it. You have to know who to say it to.
You have to say it to someone who's in charge of saying it.
Whatever. That's right, yes.
Like, let me give you an example. If it's a yeshiva, you have to tell a teacher or a rabbi. Or if it's a store, you have to tell the manager.
That's
who's
right.
In charge of the
Very
store.
good. But in other words, it means don't make yourself into a zero. You're not. You've been counted. You are important in the world. Okay. Herschel, let's go. Daled. Have you got the page? Daled? No one has the page? All right, let's take a break.